we've got broad intervals, sort of at the 0.2s, 0.3% coppers, but within those broad intervals, we've got copper ranges in the zero point 0.5 to 0.8, and those are all those grades are really in the ranges of what we see up in the Domes region, what a lot of other exploration companies are chasing. So really interesting grades coming out at the moment, and we're interested to see where this develops.
Hello, you're watching Proactive. I'm joined by Tertiary Minerals Managing Director, Richard Belcher. Richard, very good to speak with you. You're off with an update on your Mishima North project in Zambia today. Before we get into that, for viewers new to Tertiary Minerals, could you give us a quick overview of the company's strategy and focus areas?
Yes, certainly. It's great to be chatting as well this morning. So Tertiary is a project generator company. We have exploration projects in Zambia, 5 projects in Zambia, and a portfolio of projects also in Nevada. And our strategy really is to advance those through the exploration stages to identify a mineral resource and potentially become a producer in the future.
It looks like you're making headway with your Mishima North project in Zambia. You've just completed a phase 2 drill program at Target A1, and that extends the mineralization by 350 meters. How does this change your view of Target A1's overall potential?
Well, we've always considered Target A1 to be a significant target within our portfolio. It's a polymetallic target, so it's silver, copper, zinc. Silver being a little bit unusual for Zambia as a sort of a metal target. But certainly this drilling has really confirmed the viability of these polymetallic targets, as exploration targets within this region. So we're really encouraged by these initial results. Only released copper and zinc at the moment. That's from the internal analysis. But as you said, does extend the mineralization 350 meters. Significantly, it's still open to the north. Also significantly, the width of mineralization still in the range of 300 meters. We've got mineralization now down to 82 meters vertically, open at depth in places as well. And this is all near surface, so just below the soil profile. So really interesting target, and we're looking forward to the assay results from the laboratory.
Some holes delivered higher copper grades than previous results, Richard. What could this mean for the project's economics and future development plans?
Yes, we're really happy with those results coming out. We've got broad intervals, sort of at the 0.2s, 0.3% coppers, but within those broad intervals, we've got copper ranges in the 0.5 to 0.8, and those are all those grades are really in the ranges of what we see up in the Domes region, what a lot of other exploration companies are chasing. So really interesting grades coming out at the moment, and we're interested to see where this develops. But silver is one of the main metals in there, so it's going to be interesting with these silver grades coming out and how they fit with the copper grades we've got at the moment. So all to play for at the moment.
And how would those silver grades, when you see them, influence your next exploration steps at Mishima North?
So we're really looking at this potential for, could this become a viable open cast near surface polymetallic deposit? So it's a long way off, but our aim at the moment is to work towards a exploration target, so defining a range of grades and potential tonnages, and we're going to see where these results go from there. We're also going to be looking at doing some mineralogy and metallurgy to sort of understand that sort of polymetallic nature of the mineralization. So all steps leading in the right direction.
Moving on to Konkola West, Richard, your partner Cobalt Metals is drilling deep into the copper belt. What have you learned so far, and what's next there?
Yeah, so on my trip out to Zambia that I've just come back from, I visited the team out there. Really exciting, the progress they're making. So they were currently on the second hole, just gone past the 2,000 meter mark. Getting towards the expected depth now of the potential ore zone. So it's going to be really interesting to see how this drilling develops over the next 2 or 3 weeks, really. Very exciting times as well for this project.
And maybe just touch on some of the milestones or the upcoming milestones that investors should be looking out for then, Richard.
Yes, so in terms of Zambia, news flow coming out hopefully from both the Mishima North project, or as the assay results become available over the next 4 weeks or so, and also Konkola West. Hopefully an update in the next few weeks as drilling progresses from there. So certainly some milestones potentially on both projects within the next 1 or 2 months.
Well, Richard, I hope you'll continue to keep us updated with the progress. Thank you very much for taking the time today.
Thanks very much. Great chatting.
Tertiary Minerals Managing Director Richard Belcher.